it in Indian style. I'm going to stuff with some masala mix, and I'm going to fry along with the onions. So first go through the ingredients and later we shall start the recipe. For making this stuffed bhendi, you need 2 cups of okra which I've cut into 1-inch pieces, and half a medium sized onion which are cut in cubes like so. And then you need 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala powder, 1/8 teaspoon of turmeric powder, a tablespoon of toasted sesame seed powder, red chili powder to taste, salt to taste. I have taken a teaspoon of red chili powder and half a teaspoon of salt. You can adjust according to your taste. You also need half a teaspoon of amchur powder or dry mango powder. This amchur powder gives sourness to the curry, which I like. If you don't want that, you could just skip that amchur powder or the dry mango powder. You also need a half a teaspoon of coriander powder and a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin powder and 3 tablespoons of oil. These bhendi consume a lot of oil, so I just like to add 3 tablespoons over here. So let's start the recipe. Make sure that before using the bhendi or before cutting the bhendi, you need to wash them and then pat them dry using a kitchen towel, or you could even prep this bhendi the day before so that they become nice and dry and they will be not sticky at all and they will be easy to handle. So I'm going to show how I prepped up. I've washed them already and I have patted them dry in the kitchen towel. I'm going to cut the both ends because we don't want the stem part and even the tails. We are cutting the tails so that the bhendi looks even as they are equal. So I'm going to cut them at the center and divide into a 1-inch piece like so. So the same way I did with all the bhendi. So now let's start preparing the stuffing. So after cutting them into 1-inch piece, you need to make a slit. Just make a cut. It should be just like so. It should be like a slit, but you should not cut the okra all the way through. So I'm going to slit all the okra the same way, and later we shall start preparing the stuffing. Now let's start preparing the stuffing. So here into the roasted sesame seed powder, I'm going to add the amchur powder, coriander powder, cumin powder, garam masala powder, red chili powder, and even the salt. I added everything, all the spices except the turmeric powder and even the oil. So I'm going to mix it really good. I'm going to mix them in a bigger bowl. So mix it really nice and good. You could even add some dry shredded coconut into this, or you can spice this up the way you like. So I'm going to stuff all the okra together like so. Stuff all the okra the same way. So here I'm done with all the okra, and this is the leftover masala. We are not going to waste it. We are going to use the same masala in the curry at the end of the preparation. So into the pan I'm going to add in the oil. Make sure that you are using a non-stick pan, otherwise it's really tough to cook the bhendi. First I'm going to add in the turmeric powder and the onion. I'm going to fry these onions for a minute. Now add in the stuffed okra and give it a gentle mix. Be really careful and be gentle with the okra. Both of them should be nice and soft, and all the flavors from the inside masala will be infused to the onions and even the bhendi. But anyway, we are going to spice this entire mixture with the leftover masala as well. So we need to cook this for 10 to 15 minutes and keep tossing this mixture so that they will be heated up evenly and they'll be cooked properly all the way through. Now let's check on the okra. It's been about 15 minutes and I have been stirring in between. They just look perfect for me. If you keep the spatula and press it slightly, the onions should break, and even the okra, they are nice and soft. You could see there's a slight color change and they have wilted a lot. So I'm going to finish this off with a little bit of the leftover masala. I think I'm not going to use everything because it's already spicy for me. So I just sprinkle half a teaspoon of this masala additionally. And you could use the remaining masala to stuff your bhindi bhajiyas or even any kind of bhajiyas. And I'm going to cook this for additional 30 seconds on low medium. And this will be ready. And this looks so tempting. I can just eat it as is. I don't need any rice or even roti. So this is just perfect. I'm going to turn off the heat. So you can try this stuffed bhindi along with some rice, roti, paratha, or even any Indian bread. So do try this recipe and let me know how it turned out for you. Thank you for watching my video. I'll be back soon with another great recipe. Till then, bye.